I'm a meditation teacher, which means that I teach people how to meditate. People from all walks of life, people who have busy minds, people who are ADHD, people who normally haven't been able to meditate. I'll show you how to master this practice in the easiest, most accessible way possible. You can scratch, you can move around, you can cough, you can sneeze, and you do it for just little small snippets of time, 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and you can still access those really deep states of your own consciousness. I equate Vedic meditation to AOL. Remember when AOL first came onto the scene, and before AOL, the only people that could get online were these internet geeks, and you had to know their special codes in order to get online, and it was very difficult. But AOL comes along and makes the whole thing like ABC 1, 2, 3, just as easy as pie for anybody. And Vedic meditation is like that for meditation. You can do it on your couch, you can do it on your bed. You want to have your back supported actually, because that makes you go even deeper into the meditation. But when you meditate in this way, your body gets into a very deep state of rest, and that rest goes through and dissolves the stress. So think of this meditation like Drano for stress. I associate discipline with things you don't want to do. You like eating desserts, it doesn't take discipline to eat a dessert. If you like doing yoga, it doesn't take discipline to go to yoga class. And when you train to become a meditator in this way, you'll start to crave meditation, and it's not going to take any discipline. But it does require commitment, and commitment, which means daily meditation, will lead to the biggest results. Normally when we think about meditation, we associate it with monks. And we think that in order to be good at meditation, I have to be more monk-like. I have to become soft-spoken. I have to start becoming vegetarian. I have to do yoga. I have to read all the Eckhart Tolle books. I have to be able to sit with my legs crossed for long stretches of time. And so that's a monastic approach to meditation. Vedic meditation is a householder approach, which means that you don't have to change up your priorities. You can still like your kids, you can still like your name, you can still like your meat and potatoes diet, and you can still access this really deep state of consciousness without having to change your lifestyle whatsoever. So it's a very simple and natural and easy and accessible way of meditating. So you come out of a 20-minute practice and you just feel like a new person. You feel like you just slept for hours and hours and hours, even though you may have been sitting there and you may have heard an airplane fly overhead, or you may have heard your dogs barking outside. And the time will just fly by. You won't even notice that 10, 15, 20 minutes went by, and you come out feeling completely refreshed and renewed and just ready to tackle your day. Having more creativity, having clearer thinking, more perceptual acuity, being able to sleep better at night, having remission in different kind of ailments like skin problems, respiratory problems. And I personally taught people who were insomniacs for years, couldn't sleep an ounce without all kinds of sleeping medication. They start meditating, and all of a sudden they're sleeping like babies. And there are biochemical reasons for this. Everybody technically has a busy mind. They say that the average person has something like 60,000 to 90,000 thoughts every day. And if you don't know how to navigate through all those thousands and thousands of thoughts, that's where people have problems. So in learning Vedic meditation, what you learn is how to operate in concert with the thinking mind. And I love to use this analogy of swimming. If you don't know how to swim, then the water is your enemy, and you end up fighting the water. And it's so hard to get from one side of the pool to the other side of the pool. But if you know how to swim, going across that pool can be the most graceful, effortless thing possible. And the same thing is true for meditation. If you don't know how to swim through your thoughts, then your thoughts are the enemy, and you end up fighting them the whole way, and you'll come out completely exhausted. But when you learn how to operate in concert with your thinking mind, thoughts are no problem. And you can meditate in the most graceful way, in the most effortless way possible, and come out feeling completely refreshed and wanting more, in fact. Everybody who learns Vedic meditation learns with a teacher. This is not something you teach yourself. And so the teacher helps to make you self-sufficient in a way that allows you to access those deep states very easily, and it just becomes second nature after a while.
That was a little bit.
Oh, really? Makes you high.